Well, unfortunately, trade among ASEAN countries remains low, potentially hampering the establishment of ASEAN Economic Community. Each member nation has larger volume of trade with partners outside ASEAN than with other members within the group. Except for Singapore, one important factor for this trend lies in the similar range of agricultural products and manufactured goods exported by ASEAN member states, said Barry Desker, Dean at S. Ratcharatnam School of International Studies in Nanyang Technological University. Most of annual targets were met in ASEAN Economic Community's first 2 years of implementation. 73% of implementation of the economic target is a significant improvement, said the former ambassador of Singapore to Indonesia at the discussion forum held in Jakarta yesterday. In 2007, the 10 countries of ASEAN members declared their commitment to facilitate economy by creating integration, namely ASEAN Economic Community, for easy mobility of trade, investment and workers by 2015.
The Vietnam news agencies reported the Jakarta-based Asean Foundation is working on the second phase of a scholarship program for postgraduate students in Laos, Cambodia and Myanmar. The first phase of the program has been implemented in other member countries of the Associations of Southeast Asian Nations. Dr. Makarim Wibisono, the foundation managing director, said the fund has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with UP Los Baos University of the Philippines and work with Tabaya Educational Network of Thailand on the improvement of postgraduate education for ASEAN members countries. He said the move is aimed at raising the program's effectiveness, boosting human resources development in the region and contributing to the region's peace and security. Dr. Wibisono stressed that the cooperation completely in conformity with ASEAN Foundation mission, participating and partnering with the private sector to support the development of the ASEAN community by heightening public awareness of ASEAN identities, boosting exchange among people in the bloc, and further tightening the cooperation in the business, civil society and institutes.
ASEAN is still struggling over persistent human trafficking abuses, placing the region under close watch by the U.S., except Singapore and Philippines. Southeast Asian governments are currently facing a cutoff of U.S. assistance due to their irresponsible and unresponsive in fighting off ongoing human trafficking. According to the State Department's annual Trafficking in Persons report, despite the belligerent issue on the disputed waters Spratly Islands, in which the U.S. seems to be helpful in aiding some ASEAN nations, the Americans have drawn concerns over the sensitivity of trafficking issues in the region. Fortunately for the Philippines and Singapore, including Laos, they are removed from the watch list report and put them in a Tier 2 list. The list implies that the countries have made efforts to address the trafficking problem and to take actions solving it. Indonesia and Cambodia are incorporated into this Tier 2 list. However, Brunei, Malaysia, Thailand and Vietnam suspiciously remained on the watch list, whereas South Korea and Taiwan are two only Asian countries to meet full compliance and demand on trafficking. The State Department report said millions of people across the globe are entrapped into the modernity of enslavement. Sexual and labor exploitation are widespread, calling on immediate resolution from global cooperation. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton wrote on the report that it embodies the United States to continue dedicating to fighting traffickers no matter where they may be, because fighting slavery and standing up for human rights are part of their national identity.
Initiatives to help the 3 priority transport links in the Greater Mekong sub-regions become full-fledged economic corridors during the 3rd Economic Corridors Forum end of this month. Ministers and senior officials from Cambodia, the People's Republic of China or PRC, Laos People's Democratic Republic, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam, together with representatives from the private sector and development partners, will discuss how to further develop the North-South Economic Corridor, the East-West Economic Corridor, and the Southern Economic Corridor. Under the GMS Economic Cooperation Program being assisted by ADB, Mekong countries have agreed to create economic corridor linking various parts of the sub-region to major markets, with certain places serving as centers for productions, trade, and enterprise development. These corridors extend the benefits of improved transport links to remote and landlocked locations in the sub-region, which have been disadvantaged by their lack of integrations with more prosperous and better located neighboring areas. Opportunities for investment from within and outside the sub-region will be opened, promoting synergy and enhancing the impact of GMS activities. Arjun Goswami, Director, Regional Cooperation and Operations Coordination Division in ADB's Southeast Asia Department, said that economic corridors will promote mutually beneficial cooperation and sustain a balanced development in the GMS, contributing to the vision of the ASEAN Economic Community. Other topics to be discussed during ECF3 are the relevance of improving competitiveness of major corridor centers and the need to shore up intersector links in addressing GMS corridor development issues.
Myanmar authorities last week denied entry to Malaysian actress Michelle Yeoh, who stars in an upcoming film about the iconic leader Aung San Suu Kyi. And apparently now, Yeoh is put on a blacklist. Rangoon International Airport official who asked to remain anonymous said that she was sent back on the same day she arrived on a Thai Airways International evening flight because she was blacklisted. The actress, best known for her role in the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies and the martial arts blockbuster Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, stars in The Lady about Suu Kyi's life and political struggle. The movie, directed by Luc Besson, was scheduled to be released at the end of 2011. Yeoh was last seen in Myanmar in December when she met with Suu Kyi. Suu Kyi, the daughter of Myanmar independence hero Aung San, received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1991. She has spent nearly 15 of the past 21 years under house arrest. Her last 7-year detention ended November 13, 6 days after the country held a general election from which she and her National League for Democracy party were effectively excluded. Myanmar was under military rule from 1962 to 2011 and is now governed by a pro-military government led by the Union Solidarity and Development Party, which won November's election. The polls were dubbed a sham by most Western democracies.
And now we have our special interview with the CEO of the Le Méridien Anchor.